The average American hits their first real savings milestone at age 37. Not 27, 37. That's 15 years of prime earning, prime energy, and prime compounding. Just gone. Spent on nothing that built anything. And the worst part, most of those people weren't blowing money on yachts. They were just living life slightly above their means, slightly below their potential, with zero urgency to hit the numbers that actually matter. Here's what I want you to understand before we get into this. The milestones don't care about your feelings. They don't care that rent is high or that you had a rough year. They run on math, and math has no sympathy for a late start. So today, we're going through the money milestones that actually matter. Not the ones your parents talked about, not the ones a 60-year-old advisor put in a glossy brochure, the real ones with real target ages. And I'm going to be honest with you about what it actually costs when you miss them. If you're new here, this channel is about building real wealth without pretending it's simple. No hacks, no shortcuts, no garbage. Just the stuff that moves the needle if you actually do it. Subscribe if that's the kind of content you want in your life. All right, let's get into it. Milestone 1. Your first 1-month emergency fund. I know it sounds small. 1 month? That's not going to retire you. And that exact thought is why most guys skip it and then blow up their progress 6 months later when something unexpected hits. Before you invest $1, before you open a brokerage account, before you do anything else. You need 1 month of expenses sitting in a high-yield savings account. Not in your checking account where you'll spend it. A separate account. Sitting there. Doing nothing except protecting you. That's your pressure valve. That's what keeps a $700 car repair from sending you straight back to a credit card balance you worked 3 months to pay off. Target age to hit this milestone? 23. The average person hits it at 29. That's 6 years of financial fragility that didn't need to happen. Milestone 2. Your first $1,000 invested, not saved, invested, in the market, working. This is the moment you stop being a spectator in the economy and start being a participant. And I know $1,000 doesn't sound like it changes your life, but this milestone isn't really about the money. It's about the mental shift. Once you have skin in the game, you start paying attention differently. You start thinking in assets, not just expenses. That shift is worth more than the $1,000 itself. Target age, 24. Most guys hit it at 31, if they do it at all. And here's what that 7-year gap actually costs you. $1,000 invested at 24 at an 8% average annual return becomes roughly $4,600 by the time you're 44. Wait until 31. That same $1,000 becomes about $2,700. Same money, same market. Completely different result. That's the compounding penalty for being late. And it only gets steeper as the numbers get bigger. Milestone 3. Maxing your 401k match. This one genuinely makes me frustrated to talk about because it is the closest thing to free money that exists in personal finance. And people leave it on the table every single day. If your employer matches up to 4% of your salary and you're not contributing at least 4%, you are voluntarily handing back part of your compensation. You went into a salary negotiation and lost on purpose. That match is part of your total pay. Not collecting it is a choice, a bad one. Target age for this? 25. Most people don't start until 28 or 29, and a lot of them never do it consistently even then. Now, here's the part I want to spend a minute on, because it's the actual reason all of this happens later than it should. And it's not what most people think. It's not laziness. It's not that you don't care about money. It's something more specific and more frustrating than that. Financial milestones are invisible. There's no alarm that goes off when you miss your savings target. No overdraft notice for failing to invest. The pain of missing these moments doesn't show up for 10, 15, 20 years. And the human brain, your brain, my brain, everyone's brain, is wired to respond to immediate threats, not slow-moving ones. Missing rent hurts right now. Missing a decade of compound growth hurts in 2041. So your nervous system just doesn't treat them the same way. That's the trap. No urgency, no pain signal, no change. And there's something else making this worse. Most of us grew up watching the adults in our lives also miss these milestones. So there's no inherited sense of urgency either. If your parents were still figuring out their finances at 40, your baseline for normal is completely off, through no fault of your own. You're not behind because you're irresponsible. You're behind because no one handed you the timeline. That's what this video is. The timeline. Milestone 4. Your first income stream outside your job. Doesn't need to be passive, doesn't need to be massive. It just needs to exist. A freelance skill, a service you offer on weekends, something you flip, content you create. Anything where money comes in that isn't attached to your employer. Because the moment you earn your first dollar outside a W-2, something changes in how you think. You stop seeing income as something that happens to you and start seeing it as something you can build. That shift is hard to explain until you feel it. But once you do, you can't go back to thinking like a pure employee. Target age, 26. Most people spend years telling themselves they'll start when things calm down. They start at 32, or they don't start at all. Milestone 5. Net worth hits 0. I know that sounds like the world's saddest celebration, but stick with me. If you have debt, your net worth is negative. You owe more than you own. Hitting 0 means your assets have finally caught up to what you owe. You've stopped playing from behind. You're at the starting line, not the finish line, the actual starting line for building real wealth. Most people don't cross 0 until their mid-30s. If you get there by 27 or 28, you're in a genuinely different position than the majority of people your age. And that gap compounds, literally and figuratively, for the rest of your working life. Look, I'm not trying to stress you out, but I'll be straight with you. Late is not neutral. Late is expensive. Every year you push these milestones back has a real price tag on it, and the invoice shows up when you're older, and the options are fewer, and the math is harder to fix. The good news, and this is real, is that you're here. You're watching this. You're thinking about this stuff earlier than most people do. That's not nothing. That's actually a lot. If you want to dig into building that first income stream outside your job, the one that doesn't require you to quit your job or blow your savings, I have a full video on exactly how to do that. It's right here. Watch it next. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do it. New videos every week. This stuff compounds just like the money does. I'll see you in the next one.